minsan nakatingin. Remember Jesus' eyes looking. Kung iiyak ka na ngayon, nagtawa-tawa ka pa. Wala ka pa pain sa heart. Hardly pang alcohol. Pero kung may pain ka, may trouble ka, maghanap ka sa help, wala. Remember, Jesus is looking. Looking. No? That's a verse 48. He saw the disciples. He was the one who ordered them. It was a suggestion to ride on the boat and sail in the middle of the lake. Jesus saw them. Question. Si Jesus nakita sila. Si ako, so what? So what? If Jesus saw them, so what? May purpose? Is there any difference if Jesus saw them? Tingnan natin. Verse 7.8. Later that night, the boat was in the middle of the lake. And Jesus, he was alone in the land. He saw the disciples straining the oars because of the wind was against them. Contrary wind. Shortly before dawn, he went from the wind, walking on the lake. He was sorry. Sa other translation ng toiling, nag-work sila, they were toiling, ang toiling, trabaho sila, nawala, puro, there is no effect. They work and work, but it is empty. Empty ang result. Work on the work, na zero. Wala sa effect. They were toiling, but the boat is still in the same place. It is not moving to the side to save their life. So they were toiling and rolling to the, for the wind was contrary. The wind is so strong. So, punta sila doon, buksa sila doon, mapunta doon, sabi sila, experience ako walking on the sea, and then there's a wind. When you want to go forward, you want to go forward. When the wind strikes you, same as ang disciples. They were doing their best to move the boat, but it is not moving, it is staying. So it was zero. So when Jesus saw them, when they were rowing, they become a helpless victim. So, kailangan makita mo muna sa sarili mo na helpless ka. Kailangan you will not appreciate Jesus if you cannot see yourself helpless. Ako na ang difficult times will make you surrender. Difficult times will enable your eyes to see yourself. Nobody will help me. Kung ako sa DMI, nobody will help me. I will pay somebody DMI to teach me. You have not yet made yourself, consider yourself helpless. May mahirap po makapit sa akin. So, when they were rolling through the sea against the wind, when they were doing, bugsay sila na may paddle, DLP, paddle sila, pag-move nila, balik siya sa hangin. Isa ka movement sa paddle, making the boat move. Uy po sa easy. Kita nyo po ng picture, no? When the boat moves, because the rock, isa ay iso. Cannot go forward. So, because of that incident, it affected and tormented, and they were so pain. Dahil nasakit na. Ganyan sabi ko lang, sumigil. You're doing your best. Pagod na. Pagod na. Then, the inner state is the same. Ano sa outer circumstances, there is storms. Kita nyo ang ringan. Ganyan. Ang kita mo nga pagbuksan mo may wind na. So the outer circumstance becomes the same as inside. But it will be a big help to know somebody so much. Diba may mga soldiers na portito doon sa aming Danao. Wala sila sa tubiran na crew. Ang nagkakabot sa ilang or kung siya nagkakabo sila dyan. May sniper, may mahaba na dyan na may teleskopyo. So, nag-text sila sa ilang commander para palaki pa alam na kung sino. Asa na yan? Asa na? Kala ko may helicopter ba? Matakot ang enemy mag-stop na to. Asa na yan? Sino na kayo? Itong 44. When they were lying there in the ground na wala sang cover na tree, the enemy would see them. They cannot see the enemy. They were shouting for help. Texting sa ilang kapatid, texting sa ilang kapatid. Sir, help. Ang morning niya alas 5. Hasta pag hapon, wala help. Ako sana kung may matalang na nakikita pa kami. Sana ko nakita yun. Straining and where Jesus saw everything, circumstances than ever, and difficult circumstances cannot hide all these things from Jesus. So, atong waves nga dako na nagaganyan, ang dark clouds did not cover Jesus' eyes. Kita sila. Kung nalaman nila to, it will be a big comfort. So, Jesus has a perfect vision and a watchful care. Remember, he was the one who told them to go in there. And Jesus is aware what we are passing through, what we are experiencing in the hard times. I know, kung meaning sa akin, Jesus sees you. Jesus knows what you are going through. No. May songs nga na nakita ko sa computer. Tears ko no, kung may pain ka, kung may trouble, tears, wala ka na hindi ka na makatusngaw sa words, you cannot say a word. Nilok ba kung sakit? Mag-iyak na lang. Sabi sa songs, tears are a language God understands. Hindi ka sa Ginoo. Pag umiyak ka na, hindi na harden ang puso mo, hindi ka. You don't have to say a word. Hindi ka. Next. Lesson number 1, ito. Lesson number 1, Jesus sees us in difficult times. Number 2 lesson, Jesus passes by in our difficulty. Itong mga soldiers na puto, asa na ang help? Where ang help? Wala ang nag-pass by. These disciples, because it was Jesus who directed them to go there on the boat, when they have experienced storms and troubles in life, not only that Jesus saw them, Jesus also passed by them. Hindi siya. Ano meaning? Jesus is not far. Jesus is ever near. Ay song na sa mga children. Jesus is just here. He is just a breath away. He is not far. He is not dead. He is alive, ever near to help us. He may permit us in difficult times, just enough to open the hardness of our heart. And He passed by this time. Sa first lesson, Jesus sees them. Sa second lesson, when Jesus passed by, they saw Jesus. Dapat dalawa, no? Not only one. Not enough that Jesus saw or sees us. It will be good also if we ourselves, during difficult times, has the eye to see Jesus. As ang eye ng tao kung may difficult times, doon sa kay Tio, doon sa kay Papa, kay Mami, doon sa friends, nga kan kabugay, never sa kay Jesus. Kung sa inyo home, kung wala na sa Christ, sino na sino? Ha? Si Brother Jimmy, baru mati, by Christ. Nasi natin ang friends, nasi ang other people. We see whom to run into in difficult times. Never in our eyes see Jesus. Jadi hindi mo siya makita, invisible ka lang visin. But the point, in the difficult times of life, it will be good. Kasi kung ang heart mo hardened, pag mabuka na siya, pag heart mo ng heart, you could see Jesus. John, true, can you see Jesus? Ako sabi niya, is daw. Question to all of you. Can you see Jesus? Can you have the inner eye inside? Hindi to physical eye. The inner eye can see Jesus. The eye of your faith can see Jesus. And when is that happening? During the times of difficulty. During the times of prosperity. So Jesus, I think there's miracle here because kanina sa nag-storm in the middle of the night, habla ng storm, si Jesus nakakasalan. At ang distance nila, 7 miles, mga 14 kilometers far. Jesus did not in His power nablang suddenly mag-appear sa ilang nagaganyan-ganyan. Suddenly Jesus would appear. No. Jesus walked on the water. Ang mga disciples niya ay kanang walk. Kung taga-direct water kang may balon, experience ka mo na kung may balon, kahit ang water sa ganito magbuka. Buka ka. So Jesus walked above the water. He did not use His power na suddenly, nakala sa TV ganyan, mawala, mag-appear. No, Jesus did not do that. Jesus walked. Pass by them ang purpose niya so that the disciples would see Jesus. Before sa lesson 1, Jesus saw the disciples. Sa lesson 2, the disciples saw Jesus. Ang dalawa. Ito nga. Mutual. Both. Kung si Jesus na makakita sa ila, sila yan. Pangit pa nga. Best that Jesus saw them and they themselves can see Jesus. Lesson na. Tandaan nyo. Nasa difficult times, tanong ko, Lord, asaman ka? Sabi ko sa mga soldiers, Sir, asan ang help? Kanina pa kami nag-antay, wala. Patay kami, ubos ng blood. si Jesus ni Ham. The commander ni Ham, see them, but he cannot see the commander. O, layo lang. Okay? Next. So, the verse 48, he saw the disciples straining the oars. He went out to them. So, Jesus went. Hindi ko sabi ko kanina na wala ang nag-appear. Jesus went to them, walking on the lake, and he was about to pass by them na, baga sa ano na, nandun sila, naabutan sila. Hindi nag-apaw, stop by them. Pass by, but stop by them. Sa layo ng distance, no? Look, tingnan itong boat, nagka-problem sila. Si Jesus ay 40 kilometers away. But Jesus did not just use his power and suddenly pag pinag-magic, mag-appel sila doon. No. Jesus has to walk on the water. Question why? Kailangan na. Why do you think na kailangan? Was it right? Kasi hari di sila sa dili si Jesus mag-appeal. Anong purpose ng Jesus? What's the purpose? Anong purpose ni Jesus na? Jesus said, I need to walk. Nasa dito, nasa dito. From here, kita si Jesus. Anong purpose?
To show them
anong purpose?
power.
Para sila magbibig. Kaya kung magkapino, para tandaan sila opportunity nga ang mata nyo lang nakakita sa miracle nga nagdami, nag-hard ang inyong heart. Ito ngayon, kita si Jesus na gabo. Pag ako, papatay na mo. Ha! Saligyan ka. So, importante na siya. So, Jesus has to walk on the water for the disciples to see Him able to walk. That's why in our story, they were amazed. And ang first na idea sa ila, pag nakita nila na may nag-walk sa water, sino na? Only a ghost can do that. Sabi nila, ghost. Nagtsabaw sabi sa Bible, cried out, ghost! Sabi ni Jesus, si pass by. Don't be afraid. It is I. So, kailangan na siya. Hindi lang si Jesus makakita sa ila, sila makakita kay Jesus. Sa nakakita sila kay Jesus, makita power ni Jesus that He is above and over and could defeat hard times of life. Hindi lang nag-appear. It's important that we see Jesus can conquer difficulty of life. Walking on the water is something else. Ghost lang makado. But Jesus said, don't be afraid. It is I. O sa Old Testament, sabi niya kay Moses, I am too. Okay? Now, sabi natin kanina, si Jesus na sa land, nag-pray. Nandoon ang mga apostol. Jesus saw them. Why is it that Jesus didn't come immediately? Dahil immediately, nagkakaw sila. But at this time, when they saw Jesus approaching the boat, what was that time? Sabi sa King James, at the fourth watch of the night, mga ano na siya, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Inang 4, 5, mag-drag na si Jesus nila, nga mga alas 5. Mati pa tuloy. Inang fourth watch of the night, that is the darkest hour in our world. Ano yung pinaka-pagkakino? Hindi pinaka-pagkakino, hindi alas 12, ha? No, it's not. Pero in the midnight, is clear. Ang pinakamadilim ilang nag-agaw-agaw ang light of darkness. So, ang fourth watch of the night, that is the darkest time. Anong meaning? Anong lesson? Jesus will come at the darkest time. Na hindi sa early pa. Magsabi, mag-depend, pag-trust ka sa self. But at the darkest hour, you are about to surrender, Jesus will appear. Ano naman?